So far, we've discussed the for and against essay, the opinion essay, and the problem and solution essay. But you might get a slightly different essay which doesn't fit perfectly into the structure we analysed. You may even get a combination of two types of essays or two different questions. In this case, the main thing is to read the instructions carefully and answer the question using an introduction where you introduce the problem, a main body with 3-sentence paragraphs such as those we discussed earlier in the course, and a conclusion with a clear opinion. Let's look at this example of a 2-question essay. As most people spend a major part of their adult life at work, job satisfaction is an important element of well-being. What factors contribute to job satisfaction? How realistic is the expectation of job satisfaction for all workers? So you can see that there are two separate questions. What factors contribute to job satisfaction and how realistic is this? So we look at the structure for a 2-question essay. Of course, you begin with an introduction, with a general statement, and then you briefly answer both questions. This could be in 1 or 2 short sentences. And then your thesis statement. In this essay, I will discuss both questions using relevant supporting evidence and examples. So after the introduction, you begin your main body. This should have 4 paragraphs, 2 paragraphs for each question. And each paragraph should follow the same 3-sentence structure that we discussed earlier on in the course. Begin with the first topic sentence, which answers the question, explain the topic sentence, and try to use a complex sentence as we said, and then your further development sentence, which could begin with something like in addition or for example, or recent statistics have shown that, or this means that. And then of course, after the first 2 paragraphs, you begin to answer the next question, again using the same paragraph structure. And you end with a conclusion in which you summarize both questions and give your opinion. Let's look at a model essay together of a 2-question type essay. As most people spend a major part of their adult life at work, job satisfaction is an important element of well-being. So you can see it begins with a statement. The questions follow. What factors contribute to job satisfaction? The first question. And the second one, how realistic is the expectation of job satisfaction for all workers? So you can see 2 clear questions, and we must answer both of them in 2 paragraphs each in the main body. Let's look at this essay. You can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate paragraphs. The introduction, 2 paragraphs which answer the first question, 2 paragraphs in the main body which answer the second question, and the conclusion in which we summarize both questions. Let's look at the introduction. Begins with a general statement. Nowadays, many adults spend the greater proportion of the day at work. Okay, this is just a general statement. It doesn't answer any of the questions. We answer the questions after that. I'm inclined to believe that in order to be fulfilled in the workplace, the salary must be satisfactory and there should be a friendly working environment. Unfortunately, however, these are not always possible these days. So you see 2 brief sentences which answer both questions, and then the thesis statement. In this essay, I will discuss both questions using relevant supporting evidence and examples. So, a easy to follow introduction for your 2-question essay. Now for the main body. Remember, the first topic sentence answers the first question. One major requirement of job satisfaction is to be rewarded with an adequate salary. So that's what the writer believes. Adequate salary is required for job satisfaction. Then he explains it. This is one which represents your academic qualifications, work experience, and personal qualities. So he explains what he means by an adequate salary. The third sentence, the further development sentence, reads, consequently, the worker feels appreciated, and this gives him the motivation to work harder. So you see, 3-sentence structure: topic sentence, explanation, and further development. Let's look at the next main body paragraph. Another crucial factor is from a personal viewpoint. When the worker feels he belongs to a team and everyone is working towards the same goal in a cooperative manner, he can enjoy the time spent at work. In addition, the manager should respect his employees and not make unrealistic demands on them in order for them to feel relaxed. So this paragraph talks about the personal requirements for someone to feel satisfied at work. And now for the second question. However, hard economic realities means it is not always realistic to expect job satisfaction. You see, this topic sentence answers the second question. And then he goes on to explain it. Due to high graduate unemployment and the competitive job market, many people are forced to take any job in order to make ends meet. So this explains the topic sentence. And then the further development. It's very common, for example, to see graduates working as baristas in coffee shops until they find a job more suited to their academic background. And now for the last paragraph of the main body. Furthermore, labour relations may be poor in some jobs. There may be a sense of competition amongst the employees, which can create tension and resentment. As a result, the workplace becomes more antagonistic rather than friendly. So this is why it's not always possible for there to be a friendly environment in the workplace. And now for the conclusion. In conclusion, although it's not always realistic today to expect job satisfaction, personally, I believe that it is worth the effort for the worker to try and improve his or her job conditions in order to have a feeling of well-being at work. So this is how you could answer a 2-question essay. As you can see, all you need to do for any essay is to read the instructions and understand what you have to discuss. Then introduce your response in the introduction and develop it in the main body using the 3-sentence structure that we discussed. And of course, end with a conclusion with a clear opinion.